What's up, guys? I know it's been a while and we've kind of been slacking, but life happens and we're here waiting for a big part of the boat to get done, which was the V underneath, which you can see was welded in. And of course, because it's not on the lift and it's on this table, you can't really tell. But underneath there's an aluminum V welded to the actual boat, and it slightly overlaps the hull. And what we're gonna do is screw it to the fiberglass and seal it. And that's what was taking so long, because we didn't have the hull here. It was waiting to get welded, and it's finally done and welded. We couldn't do that in house. I mean, we have a TIG here. We can't aluminum TIG, and we have a MIG here, aluminum MIG, and that's just not optimal for this. So it's finally done, and today I'm working on some other parts of the boat that are critical. So we got the controls mocked up. They're probably gonna go a little bit more forward, but for the purpose it works. We still need to get seats. I almost got some, but I got burned. And then this is what we're working on today. We need to get the wiring that needs to be extended, which is pretty much these plugs here, and a couple more for these run switches and stuff. So nothing too major, but first we have to get this is like where all the computer and stuff is in. It's all sealed. So we have to get this in, get the battery box in so we can make the battery cables and everything. So what I'm doing today is we're using this old piece of the hull, of the seat actually, to make a bracket for this. So I'm gonna mark out all the holes. We're gonna drill this up, and then we're gonna screw all this stuff in so it's final. And this will all be mounted, and then we can route the wires and work on that. All right, so we got the bracket all drilled. My dad made a good point. You might as well just use rivets, and we did. We just use rivets to hold this in. This front, we just got to make a block to support it. But this is where it's going to sit. This electronics box here will just clip in. Uh-oh, maybe it won't clip in. Well, we need to do a little bit of massaging for this edge because it's rubbing. I guess it just was sitting high before. But when I start doing wiring like this, just extending them, the main thing you want to do is mark all the wires as best you can. So this is our trim control. It says right there. So you're going to need some painter's tape and a marker. This is our console. And then these are kill switches and start switches. And then over here, you also label them on this end. So you got the gauges, and you know, these are all the ones that have to be extended. Just do one at a time. Get all your tools laid out. This is what I like to use. Doing some wiring. Of course, you're gonna need a little torch, whether you're soldering or doing heat shrinks, a knife, regular pair of cutters. These are like automotive crimpers. They're better than like regular ones you get at Home Depot and Lowe's because they pinch a little bit tighter for small wires. And then some dedicated strippers make your life way easier. This is what I like to sheath wire with. Makes it look real nice. How I did the Mustang, it looks killer. And then we're not going to be soldering all these connections on this one. I just don't want to. I don't see a reason we can't use crimps. So got my little kit with some crimp connectors and everything there, and we're gonna start cutting and start extending. All right, sure to show you guys the process here. We got one harness extended. These are all like their own little mini harnesses. I'm gonna extend each one individually and then group them all together in one piece of sheathing at the end. But got the crimps in here. You want to stagger these out so you don't end up with one big lump, and this will be real thick. So this way it's a little more low key, and then just tape it up so it doesn't move when you're trying to put the sheathing on. And this has been coiled up, so it's real unruly right now, but we're kind of just running it right along this top edge and up to the front, and then we'll reconnect the connections up front once we get the sheathing on. But that's where our wiring is going to go, somewhere in there. And yeah, we just gotta throw the sheathing on and then keep chugging on the other harnesses. All right, guys, we got both of the harnesses extended. This one's a lot longer because these kill switches actually mount directly to the dash, and they're probably gonna be in the middle of the dash. At least that's my vision for them. Put them in the middle over there. Keep this from getting all cluttered, and either person could hit them if you had to. So a little bit longer on this harness. This one goes right to there. And if we move this forward or backwards, we have a little bit of wiggle room. We're not going to touch these. We don't know what we're doing with the trim yet. Unfortunately, we don't have an idea yet for the cable because the cable's not long enough and we need a long cable. And it's not like a standardized cable. So that'll be something fun to figure out. Next up, we just got to work on the bigger power wires like this here and make sure the power wires reach the battery box.
Okay, so the outdrive here, as you can see, there's a difference in the thickness, the angle I should say, of what the jet ski transom was and what the boat transom is. You see there's a gap here, slight gap, but it flexes. So what we did is we made up some wedges. These will sit in here and make this surface flush. On both sides, there's one for the starboard and one for the port side. They'll be sandwiched between this piece of aluminum that we made that goes up all the way around, and it will sandwich the two together. And then inside there's going to be backing plates that'll be mounted on the inside of the transom, and it'll catch this surface and pull the two to match at the transom, the top here. See, it will flex in. So let me go and put it together and then show you. Okay, so now she's all in. Caulked up with the plate on there. Numerous bolts. On the back side, all the bolts came through with the backing plates and everything, so be more than strong enough. The support was back here. We also were fortunate enough pick up a couple cheap seats. Test this bad boy out in a couple weeks, we hope. Found them in the trash. So we're going to clean her up a little bit. We'll get a coat of paint on this jet drive and make her look pretty. Thanks for watching.
Alright guys, so I'm actually sitting here about to start working on editing this video, and I just wanted to add a word in. I understand that we've kind of been slacking on the videos, but we both work full-time jobs. Both me and my dad, we both have things going on the side. You know, little side jobs. My dad work on the house, things like that. But we are committed to getting this boat done, and even if it takes a while, we're definitely going to get it done. So you can stay tuned. I know I'm getting a lot of comments like, is the boat done? You guys give up? We didn't. We're still working on it. We're going to get the boat done for sure. So stay tuned. Hopefully get this video out to you guys in a day or two. And next up, we should be kind of finalizing the boat to get it running. So guys, stay tuned. See you next time.